Hey there, I'm Veronica. One of my favorite manifestation tips. Let's talk about making your life better, every area of your life better. Manifestation is so easy. In fact, this tip may seem so easy that it may seem unlikely that it will work. The more simple you make this, the faster your results. Easy does it. If you don't believe me, try it out for yourself. The results will speak for themselves. The results will speak for themselves. You'll be so glad that you did this. Try it out. What do you have to lose? You can use this on any part of your life. Money, love, beauty, anything. Something that is frustrating you. There's a reason why circumstances are showing up in your life. They're not happening to torment you. They're not happening because life is mocking you. Circumstances are showing up for a specific reason. Circumstances cease to exist. You can identify whatever the lesson, whatever the knowledge is within the circumstance that is showing up in your life, what it is trying to show you, what it is trying to teach you. I guarantee the circumstance will cease to exist in your life. And this is how you change your life. Because again, these limitations, this lack that you're seeing in your life, it is meant to be healed. It is meant to be turned around for the better. Once you gain the knowledge, once you gain the information, you level up in life, the circumstance ceases to exist, and your life gets better. And this is how you change every area of your life. So ask yourself right now, what is this circumstance trying to teach me? What do I think the dominant theme is within this circumstance? The only way you're going to identify this is by looking from a non-emotional standpoint. So if you're all full of emotions, you're all full of frustrations, you're not going to notice what the information is. So try to get still, try to even look at your life from an outsider's standpoint, almost like you are trying to give advice to a friend that you care about, that you want to improve their life, and you just kind of look from a non-emotional standpoint, and you try to identify the theme, you try to identify what you think this particular circumstance is trying to teach you. And if you can gain the knowledge, gain the understanding, I guarantee you the circumstance will fade away on its own. You do not need to know how to fix the circumstance, how to mend it. Life will find a way to fix it for you. In fact, it will fix itself. All you need to do is identify the theme, come to a level of understanding, and also make the realization that whatever the circumstance is, it's not permanent. Life is constantly in change. It is constantly taking new shape, new form. And you can take a look at your life a year ago, 3 years ago, even 3 months ago. It probably looked different than it is right now. You probably had different frustrations, different things that brought you joy. The point is, it was different. Life is constantly changing. This is what makes life so brilliant. So what can you do right now to better your life? Maybe you want your life to change in profound ways. Maybe you want a brand new job. Maybe you want financial freedom. Maybe you want the love of your life to show up. What are ways in which you can embody the idea of the kind of person that has this, your best self? You at your finest. So think right now, your ideal self. If you were to have these things right now, when you woke up in the morning, what would it feel like? What kinds of things would you think about during the day? You can ponder this, you can take a look at this, and ask yourself, are there things that I can do right now that are within my power, within my control, that can somehow emulate the kind of life I ideally want? Like maybe you don't have power right now over getting hired at that $1 million job you want, that higher paying salary. Maybe you think you have no power right now over fixing your love life. But what do you have control over? You probably have control over treating yourself better, talking more kindly to yourself in your mind, taking better care of yourself, even taking better care of your home. Maybe you'd prefer a much bigger home or a nicer car, a car that wasn't breaking down all the time. But is there a way that you could respect your current car, your current home, as if they were your dream home and your dream car? Like, don't treat it with disrespect because it's not your preferred home, your preferred space. Is there a way that you can respect your space as if it was that $1 million dream home, or just a dream home in general? It doesn't even have to be $1 million one. Is there a way that you could emulate the thought patterns, the self-talk that you would have if you were living your best life? What is within your control right now to change? Because it may feel like things are out of control, that all the things that you want are far, far away, and you have no power and no control over attaining them. Usually when we want to change our lives for the better, we think of logical steps that we can take. And I'm not telling you to not take any action, physical action at all. Take logical action that is constructive to the betterment of yourself. So yes, apply for jobs, but don't do it in a desperate way. If you're trying to meet your dream partner, yes, put yourself out there, talk to new people, meet new people, but don't do it in such a desperate way where you're feeling the scarcity of what you don't have. We always are identifying things in life that we don't have, and then we go to the attainment of them. It's like that duality. Lack, which will then be fulfilled. It's basically what we're doing. The second you reach your goals, the things that you want right now, the second you attain them, you will, in fact, form new goals. It will be this never-ending process. No one ever feels like they have attained everything. There's always something new that forms once we get the thing we want the most. And again, it may feel like things are completely out of your control, out of your power to change. The circumstances in your life may seem so overwhelming that you have no idea how to get better. You do not need to construct in your mind how you get from point A to B. In fact, the way things get better is probably in a way you never could have guessed. So don't boggle your mind with that. But what type of mental habits can you embody right now that would be similar to what it would be like if you had your best life? Again, it would be a way that you talk to yourself, even a way you organize your time differently, in a more constructive way, in a smart way. You may have heard the saying, work smarter, not harder. So what is something right now that you can do that will emulate your dream life, that can be in harmony with the kind of life you want to live? What would your mental habits be like? What would you tell yourself all day long if you had all the money you could possibly ever want, and you never knew what it was like to not be able to afford something or to not have enough love or attention from your partner? What would life look like for you inside of your mind and heart all day long? What kinds of things would you tell yourself? Your mental habits, what would you dwell upon? We usually fixate on the things we don't have. It's fine to daydream upon the things that you want, but in a way that implies that you feel certain these types of experiences are part of your future. But it's up to you. I can't do it for you. So are you going to take the challenge to the new you? The you that has it all. Enroll in my free 10-day Manifesting Miracles program. Link is below. And head to dreamlifebyveronica.com to personally work with me. Wishing you all the best. May all of your dreams come true.